folks. Well, whilst that second day of 5 days of Brexit debate goes on down in Westminster, Jeremy Corbyn decided to come up here to Wakefield, a traditional Labour area, but one that voted heavily for Leave in 2016. And he called for a general election as soon as possible, saying it's needed to break the deadlock and put Theresa May's plan to the public. Now, she isn't going to do that anytime soon, but if, as is expected, she loses next Tuesday, he says that he then could bring a motion of no confidence against the Prime Minister to try to topple her government and put himself into power. He believes that he could strike a better deal with Europe. Here's what he had to say a little bit earlier.
Labour will table a motion of no confidence in the government at the moment we judge it to have the best chance of success. Clearly, Labour does not have enough MPs at the moment in Parliament to win a confidence vote on its own. So members across the House should vote with us to break the deadlock. This paralysis cannot continue. Uncertainty is putting people's jobs and livelihoods at risk. And if a general election cannot be secured, and we'll try, then we'll keep all options on the table, including the option of campaigning for a public vote. But an election must be and is the priority.
Well, Vincent, we know that Theresa May and senior Tories have been reaching out to Labour MPs, perhaps not to Jeremy Corbyn, as we were just hearing there. What more can you tell us about it?
That's right. This is an amendment put down by some Labour MPs. It's Caroline Flint and John Madd that would see the rights of EU, the sort of normal rights that we have at the moment on working relations under the EU being maintained. Now, Jeremy Corbyn touched on that in his speech. He said he is not willing to bring the whole of the Labour Party behind that amendment, so it doesn't seem like that will get very far. And he thinks that the trade unions agree with him that it doesn't do enough to protect. So he now wants to make sure that after that vote next Tuesday, which the Prime Minister is expected to lose, he is ready to go with whatever he needs to do, because the Prime Minister now, after being defeated yesterday, only has 3 days to go back to the House of Commons and tell them her plan. So we think she'll try and move quite swiftly, because otherwise there'll be lots of speculation going on. But Jeremy Corbyn made it clear there, as we heard, that he might try and simply bring down the government around her. There are those, we think, in the government, if the Prime Minister is drifting towards no deal, that could actually quit the government and therefore bring it down as well. So it does seem now that next week is going to be even more tense. Whether or not we get that general election he wants remains to be seen. But it's interesting as well that he mentioned he could possibly support the idea of a second referendum.
Vincent McAviney there with the latest, reporting from Yorkshire. Thank you.